Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Jennifer Cajamarca. My group is 2. Then we will announce on different topics. Topic 1. The routines of secretary in the office. Secretary have a role that contributed to the general efficiency on the business, participating closely in the economic and cultural development of organization. Next, I will name the routines of the secretary in office. Receive documents, answer phone calls, attend visit, fly a safe document, make a sheet, process and record information, supply control, take a notes of the work meeting, makes report. Quantity expression. Expression of quantity tell is no many or no much of something there is. Are used to expression quantity. Many is used with countable noun. For example, how many people come to the party? Much is used with a countable noun. For example, there is much interest in learning English around on the world. Or how much money do you have? Countable and uncountable expression of quantity. No, any, no, some, a lot of, lots of, plainly of, much or all. Topic 3. Different job and occupation. For example, wait, paramedic, dentist, nurse, conductor, doctor, businessman, student, secretary, professor, police office, pilots, firemen, America, full player, reporter, electrician. There are some examples of the types of occupation. Thank you, teacher.
Hello, teacher. Good afternoon. Writing invitation. Writing of verbal request invitation someone to do some work or tell some things. For formal, when the topic is very important, according to shared situation. Informal is an invitation some fresh and non-specific were suit. The invitation plays a fundamental role instead of an event, since I instead what will happen that day. Time of the same place where it will be heard, and after information to capture the attention of the people who will it, and they work out doubt some do not want to miss it. English international business. English is the principal language in the world and is more easy to speak. Into normative to speak in the normative a best language and international means to communicate. The fielding in English but writing and spoken plays an critical writer is many specific of corporative life for secondary implement to communicating. It's client and archives business all over the world. But international business artists and much more. The cultural and which American, for example, the competition and the groups international. Okay, teacher, so much. Thank you.
Good afternoon, teacher. Good afternoon, classmates. I will briefly talk about important topics that influence the secretary cover. We will all about travel preparation. To start planning a trip, essential to have at least the notion of the place we would like to visit, and if there is a business or trip, we must plan from the beginning to end of the trip. Did you budget to where you will stay? Activate your cards, have your documents up to date, take out travel insurance, back with all, do your research on the place where you will go. Well, that's about the travel preparation. Now we'll talk about filling equipment. They are pairs of 14 in which documents are kept, and they can be horizontal, vertical, depending on the position of the tabs in the folders, not be the external shape of the footer of the paper you wish to file. The metal, please use it to hold the documents inside the folders. Can have a short or long arm, depending of the number of documents to be held. They are used to protect and individualize the documents, file box, plastic box, and honey bag folder. Plan folder we will also talk about. File systems. The file system is the component of the operating system is responsible for maintaining and facilitating the use of paper, memory, Twitter, secondary, or third. Document management systems are becoming an increasingly important part of the company business. The amount of information generated by today companies is growing exponentially, and the old storage system have two main shortcomings. A document management system ensures organization and effective information, which favors business productivity. That's about my presentation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, teacher and classmate. I am going to talk about unit number 3. 1. The different forms of business communication. Communication in companies is an interesting topic to analyze the situation in which an organization finds still in conflict or in an expected boom due to the way in which it is conducted and planning. The importance that is given to this subject in the way that it is given to excel in the expected objectives. The use of technology is essential for new communication tools without clinging to the past. Adapting in all media so that the staff is on the same channel. Two, the tools that make business communication more effective. The institutional and marketing communication are the ones who handle the communication tools, means the media. Business communication has two parts. The first corresponded to the adapting of the strategy plan as a management tools. The second part included new collected for the organization communication, internal and external communication tools. A collaborative system known as wiki. The wiki apply paradigms steep in the way information and context are produced. Three parts of a computer and its use. External computer part, monitor, mouse, keyboard, CPU, hearts, printers, scanner. Internal computer parts, power supply, microprocessor, memories, HDD, graphics card, sound card, motherboards, and fans. Thank you, teacher.
My name is Monica Laya, student semester 8. I am going to talk you about two topic unit number 3. Topic number 1. Useful tool in the word processing programs. All users need to have a word processor on our computer. The selection of word processor is very wide. Many of the options are paid, and we all associate Microsoft Word for this task. For example, WPS Office, OpenOffice, LibreOffice, Google Docs, Drafts, SoftMaker, FreeOffice, GrayMonkey. Topic number 2. Useful language and activity for meeting. In organization, there are communicative relationship with both the internal and external in which the company. Levels of business communication are internal, the one that occurs in very universe of the organization, of the company with its employees, and external, the one that occurs in the universe of society, from the company to general public, in potential customer and suppliers. The activity for meeting, for example, weekly meeting. The working group meet to discuss the performance of the company. Happy birthday. A very common dynamic is to celebrate the anniversary of each member within of the business day. And finally, this word dynamic involves all participants. In parts, drawing a picture of what they feel. Thank you.
Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Nancy Vega. I'm going to talk about unit number 4. The topic is planning conference documents, and topics or matters that are discussed in the business meeting. The meeting and conference plannings begin with define the top of activity to the heads. Some meetings are only information on natures, while other focus on planning a project. But we also feed tools that aim to solve certain problems. For example, defining objectives, topics to the discuss and agenda, select participants, make the objectives clear and begins of the meeting, choose a moderator, start on time and finish on time, describe the use of necessary devices, finish with action plans, evaluate the performance on the meeting. Topic 2. Conference equipment. There is nothing worse than an event and the meeting and not begin prepared with the right equipment, as we created a meeting agenda and meeting invitation in advance. Companies must prepare meeting room with the necessary equipment to ensure that a meeting can start on time and room is level. Conference rooms equipment needs are blackboards with pens, there are chairs and tablets, there are projects and bay windows, cables, cords, AV equipment in operation, audio and video conference equipment, a coffee camera and or not weather king for. Topic 3. Strip of matters discussed in the business meeting. The topic of conference and business meeting talk about the current situation of the company, the strategic objectives that are going to visit and business, the competitive advantage there are currently nine. In addition, the operation created their age department report on progress and SDI. The rest of the management that on share problem and size history, and finally the time weekly. In business meeting, use the time to chat start about the exact product and service the company offer to do remote night procedure, creativity and news ideas. In refer or spend time and discovering like why doing there and exploring like business opportunity to take the organization into the future and start night of the competition. Thank you. Thank you for your attention.